time is it? 7:49, first property of the day. Shouldn't be too bad, right? Throw some quick stripes in this one. They just want the front yard cut here. I'll check the cones out real quick. I hope no one comes in here and parks. And this thing is a beast. This thing tows the trailer perfect. We brought the chainsaw, but I think they cut this stuff down themselves already. We have it just in case we need it. I mean, this is just a simple lawn cut. We'll weed whack the edges and whatnot here. Nothing in the back. They do the back themselves, and then we'll just blow the driveway off when we're done. Trusty Billy Goat leaf blower. We're gonna have to use the ramp to get up over the Belgian block, which we'll use with the walker mower, but I don't know. This truck, I mean, it's only a 7x16. It pulls this thing with no problem. It's only 2 mowers, a couple weed whackers. We have the Red Max, but this thing broke the other day, so we're just going to use the Billy Goat. We're not going to use the Toro for this one. We're just going to zip this real quick with the walker. I'll weed whack first, right?
Yeah.
Just real quick. It's nothing crazy.
Good thing our Red Max weed whacker's working. Good thing the Red Max weed whacker's working. If that Red Max weed whacker wasn't working, we have to go with the antique Billy Goat weed whacker. That. Good thing we only have to do the front yard too. You gotta get out of here and get to the next one. We got a bunch of them lined up for today. I think we got 25 on our schedule. So we got the T23 2017 walker mower here. Working good. I think how many hours does this thing have? It's probably got more hours than the pickup truck. 1,600 hours.
All right, just quick little weed whacking. We'll pull the walker out. Which way should I cut it? I'll cut it this way?
Yeah, cut it diagonal.
Then we'll throw some stripes in it real quick. Nothing crazy. I'm happy we got here today, honestly, because there's 1, 2. Your truck's over there. 3. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 Fords down there that wouldn't start. Newer Fords. 1999. That's a 2000. That's the Bronco was what year?
96.
96. We have a 02 parts truck. Your truck's a 99, and none of them would start today. We're trying to get to work. We got to get our lawns cut before the weekend, and this truck's a 1930. It started right up, and we're just going to use that from now on for going forward. We're going to probably put a dump insert in it. It's 4-wheel drive, so when we put a plow on it, probably driveways like this, it's so small and compact, it'll plow this thing with no problem. But we'll show you that after we get done with the lawn here. Maybe we'll even show you the next lawn too, but let's get this one knocked out.
Gotta get a quick sip of water here. My water must have fallen out, fallen through the floor. That's all right. We'll get some on our trip to our next house. A little bit of dust on here, you can see it. That's from our that was from the leaf vacuum. The leaf vacuum, we were chipping up some stuff. It got a little bit of dust on the hood. That's no big deal. Like I said, this is a work truck, so we're not gonna clean it every day. And speaking of this truck real quick, I think we're gonna try to make it a dually, get the beef up this rear end a little bit, make it a dually. Because we want to tow the excavator with this thing, so it's gonna have to handle a little bit more weight than it's handling now, but it's pretty good. It's a stick shift and it works. It's really good at hauling. It's the truck that's made for hauling, made for work. Look at those stripes. The grass here is still a little bit early. It's not fully in as green as it can be, but hey, the stripes are coming out good. All right, he looks like he's wrapped up. He's dumping the grass. This is what we end up with here. Let's look at, oh, he's got a few more stripes. Let's let him come back over here and let's get some thoughts on how the setup's going for the day, how the first property of the day went.
Bad.
No, that first one went well.
The grass isn't grown in fully at this property yet, but it's good enough, and you striped it a little bit. Oh, I weed whacked her. I'm just gonna blow off real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
On to the next.
Yeah, not too bad. Grass is still growing in, so on to the next one. I like to leave the blower in the bed of the truck. It's just easier to grab.
Yeah, let's just check the signals real quick before we get going. Good. Yup. Yup. Okay.
We've been having good luck with this truck since we made it for the main mowing rig. Since we bought it for the main mowing rig, it starts right up. So on to the next one.
Yeah, you can see we got the nice property cut. So yeah, let's get in. Let's go for next job here. Good thing this thing fits 2 people. A little bit of a cold start there.
Oh, that's like in the high 40s today. I don't know, we didn't really warm it up that much this morning.
Pretty well.
Made some good money on that job.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
All right, everyone. We're done for the day. We did 25 lawns today, which is a good day. Steve went out. He had to do 1 yard of mulch, so he took the pickup and he went and did 1 yard. I was here doing some maintenance, organizing some shelves. So he should be arriving back shortly. Oh, here he comes now. How'd the last yard of mulch go?
Not bad. I mean, this thing only fits, I think, like 15 bags of mulch. It's a little over a yard, but it was like stacked up to here.
Yeah.
I left the pitchfork and the wheelbarrows at the job because she wants a different color of mulch on the other side of the house. Yeah, we just knocked out 25 lawns today. We got rain coming in for the weekend. We just got the 1 yard of mulch done at the last property. I don't know, we're in good shape to go into next week. Do we start laughing now?
Yeah, we can start.
Okay. Unfortunately, that was just a skit.
Yeah.
And there's going to be tons of edits because we were just laughing our ass off hysterically. This is our
1930
Ford Model T pickup truck. Jim and I just picked this up 3 days ago, right?
3 days ago on Facebook.
Yeah. It was a Monday night, so 4 days ago. Here we are Friday, so yeah, 4 days ago we picked this thing up. We brought it home with the gold truck in the trailer. It runs, it drives, it stops, it shifts, 4-cylinder 20 horsepower engine, and this thing is cool.
Yeah,
this thing is really cool. It probably honestly could tow that trailer at a low speed, I
Yeah.
don't know what the suspension would do, but it would pull it.
There's no tow hitch on it.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's no lights, obviously. This thing's from 1930. It's 93 years old.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We just threw this thing in. You got this last fall.
Yeah.
This isn't a late 60s or early 70s or something?
I think so. It's from my research. I think it's a Billy Goat. It's got a Kawasaki engine on it. It does not run, but it runs on a... I had it running leaks gas a lot, though.
And then this is a 1968 or 69 Craftsman Sears chainsaw that has the original carrying case, and it's really good shape once it's cleaned up. It just needs to be gone over and it looks brand new. They both need to be worked on, but that was just a funny skit. We wanted to give a cool introduction to this new thing that we added, I don't know, to our fleet, or it's just, I guess we would call it our collection. Yeah, it's 93 years old. What
the
heck else
oldest
can you
thing
say?
we've probably ever owned.
Yeah. What else can you say?
It's in fantastic shape.
It was painted at one point. Obviously 93 years later, unless it was in a garage its whole life, but somebody was driving this thing probably to car shows in the past 15 to 20 years, but it's 93 years old and it's sitting in front of us. That's crazy. I'm 28, you're 23.
Yeah.
This thing's
70 years older than I am.
Yeah, it's 60 something years older than me. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Tires have some dry rot, which is to be expected, but they all hold air fine. The fuel tank is here. It's built into this front thing, which is kind of crazy. Fuel tank, here's the radiator, and it has access to the engine from both sides.
Yeah, show that.
Which we're just, we think of weird things like this. Is the engine in the Toro Multiforce is bigger than this.
Yeah,
engine
the
in both
Walker mower has more horsepower than this.
The Walker is a 23 horsepower and a 27 horsepower. This thing's 20 and a half, I think.
Yeah, that's what it says online.
The Ferris mower has a bigger engine than this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this just flips up like so. Inline 4-cylinder with a carburetor and a choke. That's why it took a little bit to start, because it is kind of cold this morning. Obviously there's no power steering. They call this it's an alternator, but they call it a generator, I think. We do have a couple minor issues we have to address. It's leaking from the bushing / bearing in the water pump right here, which is, you can see the rust buildup.
Yeah.
That just needs to be cleaned up. It's like a $2 part. We found a website that sells all the parts for these things. Of course, they're probably aftermarket.
The front seal on the motor, I
yeah,
think, is a little
front
wet.
oil seal, it's only $9. We'll punch one of those in there. The tires are fine for now. I mean, it's just cool. This thing is really, really cool.
Yeah.
We'll flip it over to the other side. So you got your steering box here, starter, alternator, your cooling fan with the water pump here. That's your distributor.
Yes.
Right here.
I think. And
We have 4 new spark plugs because they're mixed. Spark plugs are huge.
Let's show them that
Where's
in a
that?
second.
Those are
They're in
still
the
in the
back of that
truck,
truck.
We'll show them in a second. We're always looking for something weird to buy, or something that could make us profit, or something to use for the YouTube channel, or something that's cool that could even, I don't know, we could enjoy it for a few months and then sell it and either get our money back or make a couple bucks. This was listed on Facebook in North Jersey last week for $7,500. And we messaged, we were like 5th in line, but we said we would come right now with that trailer hooked up to that truck, cash in hand. It was 7 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock at night, but we had an estimate to go do. We said as soon as we get done with the estimate, we can go get this thing. And as soon as the estimate was over, the truck was sold. It was gone. And at $7,500, it wasn't running in the listing. I think it was sitting for a year or so. Really upset about that. And then we found a 4-door, a 1927 Model A, I think, 4-door car with, I think, the same motor for 10 grand. And that one was also in fantastic shape. But for the business and just for us liking trucks, we wanted a truck, it's not a Suburban, but not like an SUV,
like a car,
like
yeah.
a car looking Ford. But I don't know, 3 days later, fast forward 3 days, it's back for sale again. The first thing we recognized was the yellow rims, and this one was a lot brighter than those two. I said, that's the same truck on Facebook. The guy was asking 12 grand, and it was in Pennsylvania. So we had a chance to go buy it 30 minutes away, and now it's an hour and a half away in Pennsylvania. He's asking 12 grand, and he says it runs. So he does the same thing we do. He picked it up to flip it. Same thing we do with some of the 4-wheelers and whatnot. Messaged him, joked around a little bit, said like I was next in line. I was supposed to buy that. You snagged it away from me. It's a beautiful truck. We'd love to come take a look at it. What's your best price? He dropped from 12 down to 9,500. We went really late, 8 o'clock that one night after work, and the guy cleaned the carburetor, but he did not change the fuel in the tank. The fuel is disgusting. It's probably 5 or 6 years old or older than that, which we're going to get to and give this thing a full service. It's still running though somehow. So he got it running technically for an extra $2 grand more. We still picked it up, and we feel that we still got a pretty good deal, I think, right?
Yeah, and it has a clean title.
Clean title.
Clean New Jersey title,
yeah,
so.
Which is crazy. Paperwork in hand. We could register it and drive it if we really wanted to. It's got a top speed of 45 miles per hour. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it is only a 2-speed. I've been playing with the shifter, and I can only get it into a second gear. I don't think it goes over anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but this thing's really cool. It's black. It matches the trucks. It matches the logos.
Yeah, when we saw this, we were like, dang, we got to get that and do a video.
Yeah.
We were like, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, and we're thinking about putting either door magnets on it with the logo.
Yeah.
And going to some truck shows or car shows or whatever, because we've been to a couple car shows. It's mostly cars. There's not that many of these out there, these pickup truck models. We'll walk around and just show the rest. I mean, look at how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
With the Ford emblem.
It was a shame too, because the guy, it could have been a shame. The guy who bought it was, his intentions, well, he flipped it, made a little bit of money, but he was thinking about chopping it up and putting a different motor, putting a different axles under it, and that would be cool. But I mean, this thing is in such good shape, it's hard to.
It's just dirty. I mean,
I would feel bad cutting this up.
Yeah, I don't think there was a fuel filter, the guy said. I believe this line went right in the carburetor, but he added a fuel filter because of how crappy the fuel was in the tank. Our intentions are to completely suck all the fuel out of this tank and clean it out really, really good and hook it back up. It runs, it idles good, it doesn't shut off. Like we said, it just needs, it's not even the bearing, it's just got a little bit of leaking coming from behind this nut here that has like a bushing / bearing. I don't know, it's cool. It's got the fuel petcock thing here, the water separator, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Look at these spark plugs, they're crazy. Which truck
Show them
is it,
yeah, show them the new one. They're in the black truck. Let me just show you some more. Look at the differential on this thing. I was amazed when I saw that differential. Like we said, this is the oldest piece of equipment that we've ever come across.
Yeah, so this is
So
Champion W16Y. These things are monsters. Ready? That's the washer for the bottom. Check this out. Let me put this on. These things are heavy.
yeah.
These things are huge. Look at that.
Yeah, that's the biggest spark plug I've ever seen.
That's huge. They had 4 in stock, and he said he'll never stock these again because they've been sitting on the shelf so long. This is probably only for these cars / trucks.
Yeah. Also, if anybody out there knows like the engine, more information on the engine, we tried to run some numbers on it. We can't find anything.
We just know it's a 4-cylinder,
20 horsepower.
20 horsepower gasoline motor, and I was able, just by the year and the model, find some breakdowns of parts. I was able to find the cylinder head, the exhaust manifold. Pretty much we were able to find the parts, but luckily this one was $2 and the oil seal down low is $8.99. It's crazy. They restored it, obviously. You can see some paint chipping down in this area a little bit, but
yeah,
it's 93 years old. What else can you say? Why don't we leave this cracked? Show me inside and then we'll start it up real quick.
Yeah. So the inside is it's basic. The steering wheel is ginormous. There's not much leg room in it, but there's,
yeah, I'm 6'1" and I can, you have the option of this is your gas pedal / throttle, or you can use this right here with your hand. You can see it move down there.
Yeah.
So at first I don't fit in here. I'm also fat, so you can run it either way. But all in all, I mean, honestly, if this thing could tow the trailer and it did the speed limit, this thing is so basic. There's so much that probably wouldn't fail. This thing would work. Just like an open trailer. Say you had like just one push mower, or you could put a push mower in the back of this thing and go make money. That's what I'm saying. It's not typical, but there's a lot of different controls. So here's your choke right off the side of the carburetor.
Yeah.
Your fuel shutoff, which is right here. This is your emergency brake. We'll roll away if we undo that. Shifter. So I'm thinking, here's first gear. No, sorry. First gear's all the way over and over. And then, oh no, maybe it goes up.
Like a regular transmission?
No.
First, second, third?
This is first.
No, maybe it's got first, second, third, and then reverse.
Reverse is here. And then it goes up. I don't know, maybe it's just because we're parked. But basically, here's the key. This is the
timing?
The timing, I think the guy told us. The horn doesn't work, unfortunately. We'll figure that out. But clutch and brake, your start button is right up here. There's like a little button up there. I'll go show it idling.
Yeah,
I'll start it up real quick. We'll probably have to give it some choke.
Anyways, I think it is just amazing how it can, I think it's amazing how it can start by cranking that slow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We'll change the fuel, we'll give it a good tune-up and switch those couple parts, but we drove it up the road yesterday and back. The brakes work. I don't know. It leaves you kind of speechless that it's 93 years old. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
I've said that 10 times already, but I mean, you look at the leaf springs, you probably showed them while we were working. But it's cool. I mean, it's got pollen on it already, just from sitting up there for like a half hour. Hey?
Yeah.
It's going right in the garage. We're gonna get what we need to do to it. It's gonna stay in the garage. That's our goal for today, is to clean up the big mess in there and get working on this, ordering some parts and stuff. What do you guys think of this thing? Are we crazy? Would you have bought it? I don't know. We know for a fact it's worth more than 9,500 bucks. That's why we bought it. And we also have been to a couple car shows and truck shows that we haven't been able to bring anything with us. Now we can. So kind of,
yeah, this thing's,
yeah, we can go to car shows and attend them with something of our own. We have something for our YouTube videos to kind of bring a different crowd in, maybe.
Yeah,
and just the older generation. People used to drive these things every day, which is kind of crazy. But here we go.
Oh, show them the windshield real quick before we wrap up.
Oh, the windshield opens up.
This is pretty cool.
Because there's no air conditioning in this thing. Huh?
Yeah.
Or heat.
Yep.
The windshield opens.
Oh, you're hitting the gas cap. Hang on.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
The logo on the side of this thing, just for putzing around town sometimes and taking it to car shows, would be kind of cool, honestly.
It's a head turner.
It's a conversation starter too.
Yeah.
When you're at these car shows and people are like, oh my god, how old is that thing? I just don't remember seeing any of these pickup trucks at some of the car shows we went to. It was mostly cars.
I've only seen cars too.
Yeah.
I've seen them with the big front fender and it looks the same in the front, but I haven't seen one with a pickup bed on it.
And this is the crazy thing, is it probably wouldn't be able to really tow that trailer. We deadlifted the back end of this thing the other day. Ready?
Yeah.
I mean, we picked this thing off the ground almost.
It's only, what was our research? It said it was 2,000 pounds?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That'll wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the skit of us pretending that we were using it for work.
Yeah.
And that it was towing the trailer when it really wasn't. But let us know your comments on our new purchase.
Yeah, subscribe if you're new and you want to see some more videos on this. Let us know. And anything else, just stay subscribed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you in the next one.